Hello everyone, we are from Group 1. We will present a research proposal of financial behavior entitled Overconfidence Bias in Market Efficiency, Mediating Effects of Risk Perception and Moderating Effects of Financial Literacy. This is a table of contents for our presentation, which we can see on our respective screens. The first topic of this research is the research background. People have certain considerations in their lives when making decisions. These considerations range from simple to complex. The traditional financial theory is based on the presumption that all participants in the financial market are rational and make reasonable judgments throughout the time. According to Ahmad and Shah 2020, in the field of financial literacy, there are several traditional financial theories that are important for investors to understand when making investment decisions. The first theory is modern portfolio theory, which is explained by Markowitz 1952. The second theory is CAPM, explained by Sharp 1964. And the last theory is market efficiency, which is one of the foundations of traditional financial theory according to Fama 1970. In terms of market efficiency, while a biased investor may occasionally make errors, market efficiency ensures that securities are priced at a fair value in financial literature. It is called the efficiency market hypothesis, which is one of the important theories in finance and states that market prices contain all pertinent and publicly available information. The efficiency market hypothesis, which is one of the basic concepts of traditional finance and one of the classic concepts in the field of finance, state that no one can beat the market at a certain time because market-related information is all available to all investors. One of the studies related to traditional financial theory proves that individual investors want to make their investment decision rationally, according to Kubilay and Bayrakdaroglu 2016. In fact, when making decisions, investors are frequently influenced by the psychological factors, which one of them is overconfidence and make people not listen to suggestions from others who may be able to assist, making decisions that are not based on good financial literacy or simply following the steps of others they trust. As a result, investors often suffer losses or don't meet their expectations. Several previous studies have proven that in fact the market is inefficient due to limited rationality, cognitive and emotional weaknesses, fundamental heuristics, intuitive reasoning, limited information, as well as anomalies that persist in the market that can produce inefficiencies, according to Ajmal et al. 2011. In this study, additional variables are also needed to test concepts related to how overconfidence can affect market efficiency and how strongly or weakly overconfidence affects market efficiency. Then we decided to add the risk perception as a mediating variable and financial literacy as a moderating variable. From the gap in the findings of previous studies and the elaboration above, a study was created entitled Overconfidence Bias in Market Efficiency, Mediating Effects, Risk Perception, and Moderating Effects of Financial Literacy. The next topic is about formulation of the problem. The first one is, does the overconfidence bias affect market efficiency? The second one is, what is the effect or mechanism of risk perception on overconfidence and market efficiency? And the last one is financial literacy able to strengthen or weaken the influence between overconfidence bias and market efficiency? Purpose of research. The purpose of this study is to demonstrate the effect of overconfidence bias on market efficiency in individual investors on the Indonesian Stock Exchange, with risk perception acting as a mediator and financial literacy acting as a moderator. The next topic is about benefits of research. The results of this research are expected to be useful for academics or readers as well as broaden knowledge and provide insights regarding market efficiency, which is affected by the overall confidence bias of individual investors in carrying out investment activities.
The next is main theory. The first one is overconfidence bias. Overconfidence is a cognitive heuristic bias which can be defined as unwarranted faith in one's intuitive reasoning, judgment, and cognitive abilities. When people overestimate their knowledge and skills, it is a reflection of overconfidence. The second one is market efficiency. The concept of an efficient market means that stock price now reflect all available information. This means that information is good from past, present, and added information by information from the company itself or insider information. FOMA classifies efficient market forms into three efficient market hypotheses, namely efficient in the weak form, efficient in semi-strong form, and efficient in strong form. The third one is risk perception. Risk perception concerns the way individuals make sense of the degree of uncertainty and the possibility for loss associated with particular action. Investor risk perception is an important factor that influences their investment decision. The last one is financial literacy. Financial literacy has two main dimensions. One is understanding or knowledge of personal finance, and the second is using it. Servan and Kastner define financial literacy as a person's ability to understand and make use of financial concepts. The next is the relationship between variables. In this research, overconfidence acts as a dependent variable. Then there is one independent variable in this research, namely market efficiency. In addition to these two types of variables, in this research, there are also mediating and moderating variables. The mediating variable in this research is risk perception, while the moderating variable is financial literacy. The next is theoretical framework. Based on the main theory and the relationship between variables, the theoretical framework of this research is as follows. Next is research hypothesis. In this research, there are 6 hypotheses. The first one, overconfidence has a significant negative influence on market efficiency. Second, overconfidence is negatively associated with the risk perception of individual investor on the IDX. Third, risk perception of individual investor on the IDX have a significant negative influence on market efficiency. Fourth, risk perception mediate the relationship between overconfidence and market efficiency. Fifth, financial literacy of individual investor on the IDX has a significant positive influence on market efficiency. And the last, financial literacy moderates the relationship between overconfidence and market efficiency. The next is population and sample. The population for this research was individual investor on the IDX, which amount to 9,450,027, while the sample for this research was individual investor at the IDX who are domiciled in Central Java, which amount to 47,045. The next is definition and measurement of variables. The first one is overconfidence bias. The overconfidence variable was measured using the Likert scale in the questionnaire. Based on Odeyan and Barber and Odeyan, the questionnaire questions related to overconfidence bias were divided into 3 categories, which are overestimation, overplacement, and overprecision. The second one is market efficiency. The market efficiency variable was measured using the Likert scale in the questionnaire. According to Luong and Ha, questionnaire question related to market efficiency, including do you take into account the desired change in stock price? And is market information important for your stock investment? The third is risk perception. The risk perception variable is measured using the Likert scale in the questionnaire. According to Sindhu and Kumar, 9 items were used to measure risk perception. The items include a diversified portfolio that reduces risk. The higher an investment yield or rate of return, the greater is associated risk. The more familiar an investment, the less risky it is.
The next variable is financial literacy. The financial literacy variable is measured using the Likert scale in the questionnaire. Each question response is given a scale of 1 to 5. According to Wanyana 2012, there are 14 items were used to measure financial literacy. The items include I'm somewhat knowledgeable of stock market activities on the IDX. I usually follow the stock market through financial news on TV at least twice a week. I clearly understand the role of brokerage firms in listing on the IDX. The next topic is about method analysis. This research uses primary data collected using a 5-point Likert scale. In this questionnaire, a 5-point Likert scale from 1 to 5, the data that has been collected through questionnaire will then be analyzing uses SPSS software and Amos graphics. First, a pilot test, and then we will use statistical techniques to achieve our research objectives, including Cronbach alpha testing, descriptive statistic, correlations analysis, and regression analysis. And the results of mediation and moderation will later be authenticated using same techniques. That's all from our presentations. Sorry if there is a lack of presentation. Thank you for your attention.